Hi there friends, welcome to beautiful Palm Springs. I've finally escaped the cold and I'm doing two things today. One is enjoying a round of golf with my family, but also finding the most beautiful botanicals that I can use in my scrapbook journal. So join me as I enjoy the sun and find beautiful things nature has to offer. So let's go. So one thing I love to do is bring my scrapbook journal on a trip. So when the kids are finally down from a long day of play, I can retreat to the hotel kitchen table or desk and feed my soul with writing and cataloging the day's events. My journal is decorated with the 49 Market Sage collection, which I find would not be complete without adding dried botanicals. And what better way to jazz up this scrapbook journal than with dried flowers from where I travel to. So today I will be showing you how to dry flowers quickly in the microwave with this scrapbook hack. There are many ways to dry flowers. Unfortunately, it can be time consuming, usually taking anywhere between 3 to 5 weeks to dry. I wish I was on holidays that long, but I need these flowers ASAP. So today I will be using silica sand, which you can find anywhere. I purchased this one at Hobby Lobby for I think $10. Here are the supplies that you'll need: gloves, mask, a microwave, a microwavable bowl, and the silica sand. Now people ask, is silica sand not dangerous to touch? It's actually extremely safe to touch. It's basically a synthetic version of sand that absorbs water. It's the colored silica gel that has a chemical coating in it that can be a mild irritant to some people, but overall you don't need to be stressed about coming in contact with the silica gel. They do say, however, if you're grinding up the silica and cutting it or drilling it, it's disturbing these crystalline silica particles that can cause respiratory irritation, but we're not doing that here, so you don't have to worry about that. However, I do have a mask. Sign of the times. I do have a mask on hand, and I usually bring gloves with me wherever I go, like medical gloves. So yeah, so I didn't really have to go out and buy those. Now, today was more than just picking flowers and a golf game with my family. Something really special happened to me today, and I want to share that with you. So if you can stay till the end of this video to see exactly what happened to me that traditionally forced me to purchase 300 drinks for the people that witnessed my amazing event. So stay tuned and I'll show you exactly what happened. The first thing you'll want to do is, what I did was just place a layer of the silica sand before I placed the flowers. And then what I did next was take flowers and petals and place them directly onto the silica sand. All you have to do now is just pour the rest of the silica sand onto the flowers, making sure that you cover all of them. They say that the silica gel is best for roses, for peonies, daisies, larkspur, carnations, bachelor buttons, and sunflowers. But I'm gonna try it with these flowers and see if they work on these ones. If you liked this video, make sure you stamp the like button so it can spread to the rest of our crafting community. One of the big cons of drying flowers with silica gel is that the little beads are so small they can actually get stuck in the flower petals, and so because they are toxic when ground up, you don't want to use them in any of your beauty products like bath salts. One of the pros is that it creates these beautifully vibrant dried flowers. They actually retain the same look like a freshly picked flower, and it is the fastest method by far. 1 minute in the microwave and your flowers are dry. You can also recharge the silica gel by placing it in the oven for 30 minutes after. The downside of drying flowers with silica gel is that silica gel is one of the most expensive methods to start out with, but since the gel can be recharged, the cost really is minimal over time. And the one thing you don't want to do with this stuff is spill it, because it is hard to clean up. Think of chasing little mini bouncy balls around the hotel room. It's ridiculous, and they're tiny. So trust me, do not spill these. The next thing is that you need to wear a mask and gloves while you work with silica gel. Reason being, again, it can be irritating to the skin and possibly cause a little bit of coughing, but I wouldn't worry too much about that since we're not grinding up the silica gel. So the last thing you have to do is stick it in the microwave for 1 minute, but then allow it to cool for at least half an hour before you start siphoning through the sand and pulling the flowers out. In this case, I actually left it in the microwave overnight. And then the next morning, I came out with these beautiful flower petals and leaves that I am able to put in my scrapbooks. If you're curious on how I set up my scrapbook journal, watch this next video. It will show you an ephemera formula that I used to craft my layouts that allowed me to bring minimal supplies on a trip or anywhere else and still create beautiful compositions.